Welcome back to another episode of Father Roger's Fireside Children's Stories. This week, we're going to look at a story about something that is very near and dear to my heart, the celebration of Santa Lucia on December 13th. It's a tradition in Scandinavian cultures to celebrate Santa Lucia. Santa Lucia was a saint actually in Italy, and I'll tell you more about her in just a moment. But now we're going to read Lucia Morning in Sweden. It's all about a family getting ready to celebrate Santa Lucia, like I did when I was a child. It is December 12th in Sweden. Snow is piling up outside the Svensson house. The three Svensson children are excited because this is their favorite time of year. They love the snow and the snowmen, and they love Christmas time. Who doesn't? Hey, Mama! It smells like Christmas. What are you baking? Your favorite, Carl, pepparkakor. Tomorrow is a special day. Do you know why? Says Mama. I think I know. If you're making pepparkakor, it's almost Christmas. And tomorrow's December 13th. That's Lucia Day. That's right. In Sweden, Lucia Day means Christmas is getting close. Sophie and Louise will be coming in soon. Can you help me get ready to make the lussekatter buns? Sure, Mama. Do you remember what we need? I know they have raisins and something that makes them yellow, says Carl. Very good. A spice called saffron makes them yellow, and it makes the buns smell good too. Lucia Day is tomorrow, girls, says Mama. So get your jackets and boots off, and you can help us. You can bake the buns while I go out and pick the lingonberry leaves for Sophie's Lucia crown. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Mama, I want to be Lucia too, Louise whines. Now, you were Lucia last year. I know you'll make a perfect attendant this time. And Carl will be a wonderful star boy. That's what I was in the Lucia procession when I grew up. I was a star boy. We'll find out more about that in a moment. This dough is yummy, says Carl, licking his fingers. Don't eat it, shrieks Sophie. We need it for tomorrow, Louise says. Carl, you just take care of the raisins. Sophie and I will make the buns, Mama said. Papa's home. Hey, everybody. It sure smells like Christmas. Can I try a lussekatter bun? Nay, Papa. They're for tomorrow. Okay, I'll wait. Mama says, what are you laughing at? Is Papa making funny faces behind my back again? Remember, you children have to hurry and have supper now so you can get to bed early. There's Papa stealing the lussekatter buns. Naughty Papa. But who could resist? Off you go, says Mama. Papa and I will be in to say goodnight. We can't wait for tomorrow. I'm going to sleep with my star boy hat on, says Carl. You can't do that, Louise says to Carl. Your head will get all pointed. See, there's the Starboy hat that Carl's going to wear. It's a pointy hat with stars on it. Believe it or not, I used to wear that every Lucia Day. along with the other boys in our Lutheran church. I don't think my head got very pointed, though. I hope not, at least. Oh, I love Lucia Day. I remember how happy I was to be Lucia when I was young, Mama said to Papa. But now we have a lot of work to do. Can you iron the gowns and Carl's shirt while I finish the Lucia crown? Sure, I'd love to help, Papa said. And there's Papa and Mama talking about all the things that they have to get ready for Lucia Day the next day. Wake up, Sophie. Wake up, Louise. Wake up, Carl. Is it Lucia time already? See, there they are. It's still dark outside. Of course, it's dark all the time in Sweden in the winter. Yes, it's December 13th, Mama says. Lucia Day. Time to wake up Papa. Oh, they're going to go wake up Papa. Let's see what happens next. Oh dear, Mama said. What happened to all the pepperkakor? There are only 2 left. We don't know, say Sophie and Louise. Do you know where the pepperkakor are, Carl? Maybe Tomten, or the cat, or the dog ate them. Please tell me, Mama said. I won't punish you, but we do need to find the cookies. Carl said, I put some in my Starboy hat so they would be ready to give to Papa. And now they're all broken. And Carl wasn't really thinking ahead, was he? Never mind, Carl, Mama said. We can eat the crumbs. Isn't she a nice mama? But next year, Carl, don't put them in your hat. Wise lessons. Sophie, you first, then Louise, and then Carl. So there they are, forming a procession on the way to Papa's room. Stop hitting me, Carl, or I'll tell Papa what you did with the pepperkakor, says Louise. There are the children teasing one another and fighting with one another as they go into Papa's room, who is sound asleep. Oh, you are such good singers. And the Lucia buns, Lucicator, are wonderful, and I love the pepperkakor crumbs. Why don't you have some, says Papa. Has Mama made some hot chocolate for you? Shall we go to Grandma Gunhild and Grandpa Axel with pepperkakor and Lucicator? Yeah, the children yell. Yeah! So there is Papa lying in bed. I'd like to be Papa. Lying in bed eating the Lucicator and the pepperkakor that was left, only 2 of them. All the family gathered around in the early morning hours of Lucia Day, December 13th. I'm going to teach Teddy the Lucia song, says Carl. Teddies can't talk, Sophie said. My Teddy can sing, says Carl. And there they are, getting in the car, and now they're in the car, on the way to Grandma Gunhild and Grandpa Axel's house. What fun! Let's hope they get there safely. There must be a lot of snow on the road. Shh, Mama says. We want to surprise Grandma and Grandpa. Are you ready? Okay, we're ready now, whispers Sophie. Do you remember the words? Sophie asks Lucy and Carl. I'll copy you, Carl whispers back. Papa rings the doorbell. Grandma peeks through the peephole, unlocks the door, and tiptoes back to bed. She knows what's up. Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia, the children sing. Grandpa is surprised and happy. Oh, you children have practiced a lot, he says. You sound so good, and what wonderful bakers you are. Delicious, especially the crumbs. There's Grandma and Grandpa, Grandma Gunhild and Grandpa Axel, sitting in bed as the children come in the Lucia procession to celebrate Lucia Day with them. Children, asks Grandpa, do you know why we celebrate Lucia Day? No, why, Grandpa? When I was a child, I was told that Lucia was a saint, a very good person who brought food to the hungry people in Sweden during the longest, darkest winter night, a long, long time ago. That's right, says Grandma. Santa Lucia wore a crown with candles to brighten the dark days in Sweden. Now we bake lucicator, Lucia buns, and give them to other people to remind us to be good, like Lucia. Speaking of that, let's give some to our new neighbors. They just moved to Sweden from another country, and they probably don't know about Lucia Day. Yeah, let's give them some pepperkakor lucicator, Louise says. So here they are with their neighbors. They're gathered around with the lucicator and the pepperkakor on Lucia Day. Thank you so much for doing this, says the neighbor. This is such a nice time and the children love it. The buns and cookies are delicious. And I made the crumbs, says Carl proudly. It's almost time for school. You'd better get ready for the big Lucia performance for your teachers, says Mama. Okay, they say and kiss their grandparents goodbye. Tack så mycket, say Grandma and Grandpa. That's thank you so much in Sweden. Next year, I'll be Lucia, says Louise to Sophie. And here they are at their school performing on Lucia Day. All the young women in their white robes and red sashes and all the boys in their Starboy hats. Looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Very warm and cozy on a cold winter morning. Well, Mama says, it looks like Lucia Day is over. You had such a big day, and you were all wonderful. Put your gowns in the laundry room. Oh, we are so tired, says Sophie. Just have a little supper, Mama says, and go to bed. Here they are coming home from school, all tired, and here they are going to bed after a wonderful Lucia Day. And there is Santa Lucia watching over the children. Now here's the story of Saint Lucia. The story of Lucia, the symbol of light amid the darkness for Sweden, has many different versions. Although her feast day is celebrated on December 13th in Sweden, she was born far away in southern Italy in the 3rd century. It's said that she became a Christian after seeing her mother miraculously healed, and she made a vow never to marry and to give the money that would have been her dowry to the poor. She refused to marry the man her family had chosen for her, and some say he denounced her for her faith and was responsible for having her put to death. She died a martyr's death in the year 303 AD and was declared a saint. She is Santa Lucia to the Italians, Santa Lucia to the Italians, Santa Lucia to the Swedes, and Saint Lucia or Saint Lucy to English speakers. How the story of Lucia came to be such an important part of Swedish culture is somewhat of a mystery. Did the Vikings know of her and brought the legend to the north? Did monks and priests tell of her martyrdom? Of course, Sweden was once a Roman Catholic country, and the stories of the saints were often told and retold in the Catholic religion. However, Sweden has been Lutheran for hundreds of years. It's not clear how the saint from Sicily became Sweden's beacon of light during the darkest period of the year, though one legend popular among Swedish Americans tells of a woman dressed in white standing in the bow of a boat crossing Lake Värmland. She was bringing food to the people of Värmland who were dying of hunger during a famine many years ago. They say she wore a wreath in her hair, crowned with a ring of lighted candles. To this day, December 13th is one of the high points of the Christmas season, and candles are lit all over Sweden to bear light against the darkness, as Lucia did. Early in the morning of December 13th, the oldest daughter in the family in Sweden has the privilege of being Lucia, wearing a long white gown, sashed in red, with a wreath of lingonberry leaves on her hair. Candles are set into the wreath. Her sisters wear white gowns with tinsel in their hair and around their waists. Boys in the family wear tall, pointed hats with stars on them. The star boys traditionally are associated with the three wise men. The children awaken their parents and offer them coffee, saffron-flavored buns called lussekatter, and ginger snaps called pepparkakor. Lucia programs are also held in schools, businesses, and public gatherings. What a wonderful tradition. There's a famous song in Sweden that's sung on this day called Santa Lucia. I shall attempt to sing it for you. Natten går tunga fjott runt gård och stuva kring jord som solm förlåt 20 ruva. Då i vårt mörka hus stiger mitt tända ljus, Santa Lucia, Santa Lucia. And that's the story of Santa Lucia. God bless you and have a good night.